Hey y'all. So the other day I was in a car with my sister and she was the one driving. It was raining heavily that day. As traffic slowed down, I grabbed the car door handle because it didn't look like my sister was going to brake fast enough. My sister looked over at me and said, "Why did you get scared?" It was almost like God Himself was asking that question through my sister at that moment. I instantly thought of the disciples on the boat with Jesus in the middle of the storm. What was interesting is that I had driven her car earlier in the day and her brakes were working so well that I had even mentioned to myself what fabulous brakes she had on the car. Isn't it crazy how when we no longer are in control, we begin to doubt? Now that I wasn't in control of the car, I'm all of a sudden screaming, "Wind and waves!" at the first sign of a storm approaching, completely forgetting that the car is well built and Jesus had even allowed me to test it first. Isn't that what He does for us? God has allowed us to test His nature time and time again, and He's proven Himself over and over. But the moment we feel out of control, we forget who's written our plan. We forget the kind of God who is holding us in His everlasting arms. We begin screaming, "Wind and waves, why are we scared? Why are we of little faith?" Now, I'm not saying this as an excuse for people to drive reckless and say, "Well, God got me." But maybe God has got you in a situation that may look a little scary in the natural. And I want to remind somebody to remember who God is to them and what He has done so far. Hold on to your peace and the blessed assurance that if God equipped you to get through the last storm, He will get you through this one as well.